So hey guys, welcome back to my channel Code Shiva, where I post my DSA content each and every day, and today is day 13th of doing so. The problem that we will be solving today is 2 sum second, where the input array is sorted, and this is lead code problem number 167. I would urge you to solve lead code uh, problem like 2 sum before jumping into this problem, because this is nothing but a follow-up question to that problem. In that problem we were wait a minute so in that problem we were given few numbers. We were given an array in which the elements were there, and we need to find two such numbers, x plus y, whose sum is equals to target. Okay, within this problem, the only thing that changed is that the input array is now sorted. So let's see what happens. 2 7 11 15. Let's take one example and see. Okay, so this is target. Let's take target as a different number now. So this is our array, and we are having this target. So the first few approaches are very similar to what we have already learned within a two sum problem. I've already posted the video, so check it out, in which the very first approach can be um, by using like two for loops. Okay, but in this case, like, yes, we can also like do this problem through two for loops. The second approach would be using hash maps. Okay, we can definitely use hash maps, which I have already told you in the earlier video. And in this video, what we are going to discuss is that how you're going to apply two pointers into this problem. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's take our array here. Let me just directly bring it. Can I paste it? No, I cannot paste it. So it was waste of time. 2 7 11 15, and target is 18. Okay, so this is our array and this is our target. What we're gonna do is we are gonna use two pointers somehow to manipulate our sum. Since what our equation is x plus y equals to target. Okay, so this is our sum. Let me take this as sum. So where sum is exactly equals to target, we need to find this condition. Okay, we need to find this condition here. So to do that, what we are going to do is we will take the help of two pointers. We will take I pointer, and then we will take a jth pointer. Now if we want to increase the x plus y value, and we will have two conditions. First, to increase this x plus y value, or the second is to decrease this x plus y value. To increase this x plus y I value, what we can do is we can increase the ith pointer, so that because the array is already sorted. So what do we want? If our sum is coming, at this case where our sum is coming 15 plus 2, which is 17, our sum is coming 17. So we want right now sum is smaller than target. Okay, so what do we really want? We want our sum to be greater. We want a greater sum. So in order to do that, we can like manipulate these pointers in such a way that we can get a bigger number at either of the sides, so that our sum definitely would have a greater number. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do is we will increase our left pointer, which is ith pointer. We will increase our left pointer to one index, so that we can have a greater value. So if we increase our ith pointer towards right, what we will get is 7 plus 15. Now I is here, so 7 plus 15, it's like 22. So the sum here right now is greater than our target. In a case where we want our target to be small, in case when we want our sum to be a smaller number, what we're going to do is we will take our j pointer and will decrease its index. Why it is working? It is working because we need to move either of these pointers from their places in order to increase or decrease our sum, right? So in order to decrease our sum, we will take a smaller number than 15. 15 is the largest element within this array, and smaller than this number, it is 11. So to reach 11, we will just decrease our jth pointer. And when we do that in that condition, we will get two numbers such as 7 and 11. If we add these two numbers, we will definitely get 18, which is exactly equals to our target. So this is the algorithm that we will be following throughout our implementation. Let me just write it down. What we will be going to do in our implementation is that if our sum is greater than target, if a sum is particularly greater than target, we want to decrease our sum. To decrease our sum, we will take j minus minus. Okay, if sum is smaller than target, what we are gonna do? Make we want if our sum is smaller, we want a greater sum. For that, we can increase our left pointer. Okay, and in any case where sum is exactly equals to target, will be returning two values. That's it for the implementation. That's it for the theoretical part. Let's jump into the implementation and see if our code works. Okay, there was some over here. This one, if sum is exactly equal to target, if sum is exactly equal to target, we're gonna return two values inside the vector I comma j. We have to just return its indices. If sum is greater than target, we want to decrease our sum, and in that case we will move our j minus minus. Else, if sum is smaller than target, then we will have our I plus plus in order to increase the sum. Then at last, I guess my screen is too small. Then at last we will just return -1 comma -1, because this case is never gonna hit, because there is there will always be exactly one solution to the problem. So definitely this is something that is a dummy statement, and I guess now solution is complete. So let's see if it works. There is a little problem. So since there are two numbers, 2 and 7, what we need to return is 1 and 2, which means the indexing here is 1 based. So if our indexing is 1 based, and the way we are solving this problem is 0 based indexing, so we can just return I plus 1 and j plus 1. Okay, let's see if it works now. Yeah, so this solution works, and see if it works for larger test cases too. Okay, so my solution works for larger test cases too. So this is it, guys. You can just finally see the solution over here. And that's it. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for watching my video. It really means a lot. And let's see you guys again in another video in another day. And log out.